going on, guys? Zach Evanesh here, ZachStrength.com, and doing a little live while we got the crazy dog. Tomorrow I'm actually I'll announce it, but I'm going live with my buddy Tex McQuilkin. He is one of the guys over at Power Athlete. So we're going to be talking speed training, strength training, athletic development. We're going to go 30 minutes live, so it might be an opportunity for you guys to drop some questions later on. It's going to be a good one. And that's it. So I'm hopping on now when I do these impromptu lives. Hope to get a little Q&A action going, so see some familiar faces. So any questions you guys have, feel free to ask. Walking by the pond that's near my house that's been pretty crazy with this algae and weeds. It's not good. Kind of scary if you ask me. It reminds me of the movie Swamp Thing. So anybody who's in their 40s, you know what I'm talking about. Catherine Alexander, yep, gonna be a great one with Tex. That's from your neck of the woods. Dog trying to eat crap that the kids left here. Trying to eat bread. I used to catch some pretty serious catfish here, but all these weeds make it very difficult. Jose Seminario, gonna be 40. That's young, my bro. Oh, we got a good question here. CD 430. I'm a busy adult. How do I get in a 20 or 30-minute workout? All right, something that I say a lot is that you don't want to skip the warm-up. You don't want to blow through the warm-up. Now, I know yesterday I interviewed Marty Gallagher, and some people don't do. Hey, Colin from Dynamic Fitness, love what you guys do. And I see what you guys did for my boy, Jason Spray. Amazing. And the first real hardcore gym I trained at was called Dynamic Fitness. How you like that? So, back to the short workouts for busy adults. I used to do a lot of this. In fact, way back in the day, one of my earliest ebooks was called Real Man Fitness, and it was based on all these 20, 30-minute workouts because at the time I was working before I would work, internet work. Then I would go and teach full-time, and then after teaching, I'd drive to my gym. I had just opened my gym, and would end up coaching for 4 hours. So I would stay after and bang out these 30-minute workouts. So I do like circuits. You could warm up with circuits, calisthenics, kettlebells, band work, sneak in some hip mobility. If you're a busy adult, I got a funny feeling that you got some tight hips, tight lower back. How are you? Living the dream right there, huh?
Yeah, it's
the best. They grow up too fast. You guys just moved in, right? Yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks.
You got it. I'm down on McGreevy, 24, right behind the pond.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good.
I know the Gerard.
It's good. What's that?
I know the Gerard there.
Yeah, great people. We got a good neighborhood. Take it easy. So, you want to get warmed up, do a circuit of calisthenics. So, what would that circuit look like? Recline row, band face pulls, band triceps, some bird dogs for your lower back, maybe drag a sled a little bit if you don't have a sled, do some light jumping rope. Push-ups are great, and mix up those push-ups. Do some Hindu push-ups. Sometimes people call it dive bomber, but that's a little bit different. Bulgarian split squats, and then some one-arm kettlebell carries. And then, asked the new neighbor if he trains. Looked like he was watching, and he had like 2 twin babies out there. So my daughter's turning 13 in 2 weeks. My son turned 11 a month ago. And it's like, what the heck happened? I just posted a video of my son and I training from, I think, 5 years ago, and he's all fired up. It's great. So if you're busy, train 2 to 3 times a week, and you could do either a circuit, choose 5 exercises, do 5 sets. You should be able to do a warm-up plus a 5-exercise circuit in 30 minutes. And you could also have a day where after you warm up, it's just 2 exercises. Could be a heavy lift coupled with a jump. So it could be a deadlift, it could be a squat, could be bench presses followed by pull-ups. So you could do kind of like a big compound lift followed by an accessory movement. And then your third day could be another circuit or another compound lift. I would go on my website and check out the interviews I've done with Marty Gallagher, and really just go on my website and use the search button and type in the words minimalist training, and you're gonna find a lot of stuff. What's the best way to become more aggressive as a wrestler? I had that problem when I was in high school. I think I should have played football to get used to hitting, and I would compete more often, so find tournaments, compete more often, and take up judo. Even if you do it preseason, postseason, take up judo so you get used to a different style of basically a combative martial art. When you do squats, how often do you switch between belt, barbell, or safety bar? For me, because of shoulder health, it's a lot of the safety bar. I'll do the belt squat pretty often, even if it's during the warm-up. And then for the athletes, it depends on their level of proficiency. So a newer athlete is just gonna squat, squat, squat. A more experienced athlete, I might change up his or her squats every other week, every 3 weeks. You know, the age-old answer of it depends is the truth. Colin grabbing the sun, hit me up. Love to talk shop, absolutely. Johnny BMX in the house. Let's see if I missed any questions. Oh, what do you think to weight cut? What do you think about weight cuts in combat sports? I've done a couple for jiu-jitsu. Couldn't train as aggressively or as well. Yeah, I'm not a fan of cutting weight. And usually what I tell the high school athletes is if you can't have 3 meals a day, then you're cutting too much weight, meaning you should be able to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I need to get Mike Dolce on the horn, talk to him about that, because he's worked with a lot of MMA fighters. And the jiu-jitsu guys that I train, when they do cut weight, it's really against my advices, as Arnold would say, and they also don't feel too hot. So, you know, as competition approaches with jiu-jitsu, you're increasing the amount of jiu-jitsu training you're doing. You're just cleaning up your eating habits, and you should be able to lose those few pounds that you need to be in that optimal weight class. I would look into Mike Dolce's stuff on, you know, proper weight loss. Oh, we got a dog here. So I'd look at that stuff first and foremost. Relax, dog. Let's see what we missed. I really like your lower upper total body splits. Yep. That's like the best thing about 3 days a week. And listen, 3 days a week is still great. So we'll do a lower, upper, full body day. And then you have time to have a life. You have time to do sports skills. You have time to maybe go out and get a 4th training session, which is sprint training, going out mountain biking, swimming, some sort of outdoor activity. Love following you. Just opened up my gym in Lehigh Valley. Nice. Congratulations, OPC train. So I used to train the Lehigh University wrestlers, and I think it seems like yesterday, but I think I was there for the 2014-20. Yeah, my dad running into everybody today. 2014-2015 season, and that's a beautiful area up there, my man. So get out there and crush it. And for business stuff, go on my website and search Strength Coach Business. You will come across so many podcasts that I've done where I get into the business side of things. Getting a nice sweat. Oh, wow, your buddy coaches Nazareth. So Nazareth and Easton, you know, that's the powerhouses. So keep me posted. Just spoke with one of the guys from the team when I was there the other day. 2 of the guys. One of the guys actually moved down by me, down in the Manasquan area. Ryan Price. Great guy, great kid. They're kids. What the heck am I talking about? I want to get jacked. How do I bulk up? Go to zachstrength.com and follow my free training courses. and eat like the food is going out of style. So, oh my God, my dog tries to eat people's garbage. So that being said, I always tell people, and they're like, hey, what should I invest in? Which product? I tell them, prove to yourself that you can follow the free stuff that I put out at ZachStrength.com. I think if you're new to training, follow the body weight, bodybuilding introductory stuff that I've got with the free. And then from there, you could follow the Freak Strength program. And it's free, but man, anybody who uses it, you're going to be an ass kicker. Had Sammy Sasso in the other day. He's starting this year at Ohio State. Yes, very good. Well, Pennsylvania is Hammer City. Hammer City. Milk, peanut butter jelly, and train harder. Yeah, baby. Peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, that's what dreams are made of. What do you do with kids athletes who are having a tough time mentally? I spoke about this in a previous Strong Life. Maybe I did it in the QnA, but I said, kids more and more are struggling with that stuff. And so, come on this way, girl. And so what I do in the beginning is I'm actually not that tough on them. I give them 2 weeks to just kind of break into the training, let them feel it out and experience the training, and kind of try to celebrate all the little victories, like, hey man, you're getting better at those push-ups, or dude, you're not as winded as you were last time. So giving them boosts in their confidence. Then after that, it's like brick by brick, inch by inch. So I've got a kid who has a lot of potential, but I told him, he did a run last week, he came in last place. I was like, dude, there's no way you should be last, especially with middle school kids in that group. He's like, yeah, I started 5 seconds behind them. I go, 5 seconds ain't shit, dude. You should be flying. You should be passing people. You should be completely unsatisfied with last place. There's nothing. What's my dog doing here? No, I'm not into it. No good. And so now I'm pushing him. And you know what? He's a little bit breaking. He's starting to break down mentally. But you know what? We've had 3 months. I don't see big changes, not enough changes. And there's a time where you have to have a heart-to-heart and say, listen, dude, you got to step it up. You need to get better. You need to get tougher. You need to decide if you want this. And in the beginning, obviously, I'm not like that, but I used to be like that. I used to be extremely intense from the gate, but I also had a different breed of kids showing up. I had kids showing up who could do pull-ups and squats, and they could sprint, and they were just tough. They wanted it. And that's just different. It's just different today, nowadays. What is something you failed at that you would tell your younger self not to do in the gym business? That's a tough one, because my business system is the owner-operator model at one location, and then the other location is I am not the coach at that facility. I think that there's a plus and a minus to both. Most coaches, I hate to break it to you, they don't have the guts and the toughness to demonstrate high energy as they keep coaching. So guys, I've been coaching since 1995, and I'm still fired up to coach. Most coaches don't have that toughness. And so what I would recommend is, once you get your business going, you immediately find a mentor and you start phasing yourself out of coaching. And you start doing more of the back end stuff, and you become more of a manager and marketer of the gym. So I think the model that Chris Cooper talks about in Two Brain Business is what I would recommend people to follow. Any suggestions with the MMA guys? We have 3 great places 6 miles from my business. We don't train any MMA guys. One of our guys that did the Underground Strength Coach certification many years ago does a lot with them. And what I found is they don't have the money to pay up front. So what you would do is create a contract with them where you get a percentage of the money from their fights. And then in that contract would be I guess like a clause where you guys revisit the contract every year to, you know, decide, okay, I'm gonna get 3% of your earnings this year, and then if it's a title fight in one of the major organizations, it's going to be 6%, 5%, 7%. I've never worked with MMA guys, but if I did, that's what I would be doing with them. Do you find yourself missing the toughness and grit that used to be much more abundant? Absolutely, I miss it. Since opening my gym, I only train kids and lifters with toughness and grit. It's limited my money. Yeah, you need to train adults and build them up to being tough. Our one location, not the one that you were at, Andrew, the one an hour north, has a lot of adults, and they are tough. They are great people. OPC, you got it. Thank you for answering. All right, guys, I'm going to shut it down. Had a great time answering these questions with you guys. Tomorrow, 12:15 p.m. Eastern, I'll be going live with Tex McQuilkin from Power Athlete. So make sure you guys are around for that. I'll talk to you later. Peace.